During the 40-year Cold War period, my husband fought to break down barriers on the individual, family, clan, national, worldwide, and cosmic levels in order to rebuild the lost 4,000-year foundation to receive the Messiah. Since my husband cannot live that long, he knew that he would have to indemnify all of history in just 40 years. During this period of 4 decades, he restored 4,000-year history before Jesus and the 6,000-year biblical history since the creation. After this indemnity was paid, the Cold War ended through the unity of Cain and Abel blocks. This was consummated by the Unification Church at the 1988 Seoul Olympics, where 160 nations of the world came to Korea. For decades, my husband has been completely misunderstood. For 3 years, he was imprisoned in a communist concentration camp. Altogether, he has been wrongfully imprisoned 6 times for doing God's work. Moreover, the media have marked him as a monster who brainwashes the young for self-benefit. Can anyone disagree when I say that Reverend Moon is the most persecuted religious leader in the world? My heart is broken when I think of how my husband has suffered. But he always comforts and reassures me, saying that God has a deep compassion for those persecuted for doing his work. My husband and I have purposefully worked a path of indemnity or restitution in order to restore the failures of the past, including those of the Old and New Testament eras. Korea can be compared to the Old Testament age, while America, a mostly Christian civilization, can be compared to the New Testament age. For the first 20 years, my husband worked the road of indemnity of the Old Testament age, centering on the Korean nation and the Unification Church, representing the positions of the Israeli nation and Judaism, respectively. On the foundation of this work, we established in 1960 the holy wedding of true parents on the national level. Then, in 1971, my husband and I came to America. During the next 20 years in the United States, we walked the path of indemnity to fulfill the New Testament age and begin the completed Testament age. Thus, we established the true parents' family, the origin of true love, true life, and true blood lineage based on God. The truth which God revealed to my husband is contained in the divine principle. Looking at the history of humankind and the stories of the Bible from the providential viewpoint, the divine principle unlocks the answers to questions unsolved for thousands of years. Those who have sincerely studied its contents have found it to be a true gift from God, providing the only solutions to the problems facing our society today. Even in the former communist Soviet Union, government leaders and thousands of young people have found their lives renewed through their studies of our teachings, known as Godism or Headwing ideology. Finally, free from the oppression of communist ideology, they are seeking the spiritual truth to guide their nations. There are countless other testimonies to the power of the divine principle to give hope and new life to young people.